Good morning, good afternoon, good day, everybody. Welcome once again to have to here on the Greyfly.ai channel to talk about AI in project management. And as you know, we interview global project management experts to see what their views are around AI in project management. I'm incredibly happy today because I've got, for the first time, somebody from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. That person is Sameh Makky. Sameh, welcome.
Hello, Lloyd. It's my pleasure actually to be with you today, especially when we discuss this important topic. So, much appreciated actually to having me today, and I'm looking forward actually to discuss this topic in some details, and also the audience and the listeners could benefit from the discussion. Thanks a lot.
Fantastic. Thank you, Sameh. Sameh, if you don't mind, before we dive into some questions, could you just tell our audience who you are and your experience of why I'm talking to you in this subject around AI and project management?
Awesome. My name is Sameh Makky. I'm almost my experience right now around 18 or 19 years. Most of them coming under the umbrella of construction management and the project management, between construction managing different and variety of construction projects, and as well also management offices setting up and rolling out projects. I'm certified PMP and Agile Certified Practitioner as well. I have a Master of Business Administration from Leicester University, and I'm pursuing right now my GPA from Guglielmo Marconi University.
Oh, fantastic. May I ask, what's your PhD in?
Yes, I have completed the first year, and now I'm starting the stage of research. And my research topic actually coming with within the discussion topic, since I have chosen the impact of AI in project management and how actually it will affect the success factor of managing the major projects.
Oh, fantastic. And that's a great subject. I look forward to hearing the outcome, and I'm sure you'll start bringing some of that into our conversation. So let's kick off. And for those that have seen many of these videos, everybody knows that I kick off with the question in terms of, what applications or what use cases do you see for AI in project management?
I will tell you. Right now, actually, since I'm working up to now in the construction field, especially in the electrical power substation construction, up to now, I can say that I didn't see serious initiative actually in managing the major projects. But what cases I have seen and what examples I have seen up to now, it's initiations, if we can say, in some small project and agile projects from many applications. So when we are digging actually in the marketplace, what are the applications right now using AI in managing a project and managing tasks and try to enhance the communication between the project management team members, we can find many, like Asana, like Monday, like Jira, and many other applications as well are there. But up to now, what I have seen in the construction field and in the project management consulting firm as well, I'm still seeing the normal application which enhances and developing actually the dashboard, which gives full status about projects, the progress of each project under management by the team, and also regarding the financial and the financial status, budget, where we are, and so on. So the conclusion, or the if we can say, my perspective in this one up to now, we are in the era of immature AI in project management, if we can say, or we didn't start seriously to utilize the AI up to now.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's obviously I live and breathe this subject all day, every day, but it's definitely nascent and only just really starting to come to the marketplace. And certainly when you boil it down to look for those real case studies that have gone through a reasonable amount of time, bedded in solutions, there's very few and far between. Within that answer, you were talking about improving communications and dashboarding of I guess the latest state of projects. Do you think those are the main use cases, or do you think there are other use cases?
I can say up to the date regarding resource allocation, regarding distributing the tasks actually within the team members of the people who are managing the project itself, regarding follow-up and monitoring what is going on from time to time with the status we are updating actually on the tasks regarding in progress or done or even not yet started. I think this is the communication enhancement or development which we got up to the moment, and it's a good one. It's a good one. And some application as well. Also, I have seen that they are adding some AI assistant to help the people and enable them to write some emails quickly, to initiate reporting, and after getting the draft report, they are enhancing only some of these report contents, so they can communicate and they can share these reports with others. So I feel that we have reached the good age, or developing something actually will save us some time regarding communication, especially with AI right now.
Excellent, excellent. I mean, you mentioned AI assistants. Obviously, there's a few on the marketplace.
Yes, you are right.
As you know, we're both members of PMI, and there's PMI Infinity product. There are others as well, and of course, that's the whole area of Gen AI and unlocking that knowledge. And I know, you know, from our previous conversations that you're very much into the sort of program and project risk dimension. Do you see AI having a role to play around risk management?
I will tell you something, and I will tell you also a challenge right now regarding this aspect, especially when we are talking about risk management and helping or enablement of AI in the risk management. Whatever now actually the trend in risk management, depending all about historical data, what are the data available actually within the previous projects the performing organization has done. So they are depending on this one, and they are generating some more and more expectation and the trends, so they can define some potential risk. The people can work on it, and the people actually can get the early warning, so they can take action and prepare the good response, the good risk response to be applied actually at the right time. So up to now, the challenge in this one is data. If we have good data, if we optimized actually and arranged our data through the specialists, because it needs actually some help from the data specialist and AI engineer as well, I think we will go for good conclusion, but it's still.
Yeah, you said quite a lot in there actually, and if I may play back a couple of points.
Yes, sure.
that you were making. First of all, I was going to ask you, in terms of the risks themselves, they need the context, you know, the type of project, you know.
Yes, sure.
Which determines the type of risk. I presume you would agree with that.
Yes, sure, I agree.
Absolutely. And similarly, I loved your idea of the early warning and using those risks. You were saying it depends if we've got the data. Now, I personally think when it comes to risks and lessons around projects, if I may put those in the same category, if I may, I think that possibly we have the data. It's can we access that data, and is that data of a decent quality? You know, because the reason I say that is, I certainly have been around lots of projects where I've recorded risks or I've recorded lessons, and then, you know, they never see the light of day again on my, you know, next project. Would I be right? You know, it's not a question of whether we've got the data, it's whether getting the hands on it type stuff.
I like it actually, and let me illustrate a little bit more in this point. Since I'm talking about historical information and the lessons learned from previous projects, that means actually we are working on the predictive type of management. That means we have done the work before. For instance, the projects I'm managing right now, we have done this one maybe 40 or 50 or 60 times before. So we have good record of lessons learned from every project, the historical data available regarding purchase order, agreements, work breakdown structure, the schedule of every project. So all of the combination actually of this data can help us if we intend to apply the AI in a good mode. It will enable us actually to get something good from the risk management when we are doing something we have done before many times. On the other side, regarding the agile project management and the projects and the initiatives we didn't do before, I think it will be quite difficult since there is no much information and data available we can depend on while we are applying this one.
Yeah, I think it's a really good point. And on your first point about the repetitive nature of some projects, I in my mind, this is sort of the machine learning side of AI, where the AI purists are going to tell me off, Sameh, but for me, it's almost like this big lump of benchmarking,
yes,
which you use to superimpose onto your live projects. And I think segueing into your second point there is the more consistent that project has been, the easier it is to get a sort of one-to-one match between, the historical knowledge, because, like you said, we've done it 20, 30, 40 times before. I'll just come back to your second point, which is on the agile side. And this is something that's relatively close to my heart, actually.
yes.
And I think you were talking about the unique nature of projects. And depending on where you are on that, what is agile definition, obviously the most purist on the agile, we don't actually know what we're setting out to do. So, how do you predict that sort of stuff? But I guess for me, it's do you see even on those type of projects, maybe not today, maybe you're saying it's more complex, but at some stage that AI will have a role to play on those type of projects as well?
Lloyd, really, you hit something actually. I feel that I'm not sure how the AI will tackle this point in the future, or how the people actually are going to investigate and did more and more in such points. What's the project actually I meant, what you exactly described regarding the unique, something new, something we are developing for the first time. So maybe it's a platform for a ministry or IT or software or applications actually we are developing and we are doing the first time. I think it will be difficult, and I think it will take much time from the people to go to this advanced level of using of and utilizing of AI.
Yeah, it's an interesting one for me, because it depends what depth of the answer you're trying to get out of the AI. So bear with me one second, Sameh, and I'll give you hopefully an example of what I'm trying to illustrate. You were talking about the uniqueness of a project, how many times you've done it, yes. and maybe every time we do what we define as a unique project, it's 100% over budget. I'm making the figures
yes.
up. But if we've done the project twice before, maybe it's only 75% over budget. And obviously I'm being negative.
Amazing.
But do you see what I mean? That even in that former, if you're at the highest level there, when that budget's presented, because it's completely unique, it's going to be 100% over if you get. What do you think of that sort of idea? Where I'm back at the sort of bigger level of the questions, as it were.
I do agree actually with what you said regarding if we have done it once, it will be easier the next time. If we have done it twice, I think it will be easier. And the more times actually we have the experience in such industry, it will help us more actually to enhance the data and save more time and save more efforts of the team actually who are developing the project, and the deliverables are the
so we just need to put some weighting in terms of the uniqueness of the project, and maybe that's a way. I don't know, those people out there, I'm sure there's people thinking about that type of challenge.
Yes,
I also want to go back to what you were talking about with risks as well, because it's a sort of pet subject of mine, and I just want to make sure that we're on the same page, Sameh, because it's not just necessarily about what the risk is. In my mind, it's about the mitigation side, as well, and
exactly,
using AI to present that. So I just wanted to see what your thoughts were.
Yes, sure. What you have mentioned now, actually, Lloyd, regarding the risk. What I mean actually also when I have started the discussion about risk management and how we are going to handle the information what we have, and how it will help us actually in the future to get early warning, to take an action or to plan for a response. I think it will be completely depending on the nature of the job. In my mind, from this perspective, the nature of the project which we are doing, risk mitigation, if we are doing right, if we are utilizing the tool and the data in the right way, I'm sure that we will get more and more suggestion, and it will save us much of time and effort actually digging for the reasons actually behind what we are facing and encountering from the risk itself.
Yeah, absolutely. And if it's an innovative project, the first time that risk log is going to be a bit bigger, So,
yes, sure. That's right.
That's brilliant. And the other thing that was going on in my mind is let's not forget AI is not just about prediction. It can also be about the automation side. And if you're working in construction, I've got a feeling that there's quite a lot of administrative process going on around contracts and change requests and detailed designs. Are you seeing AI from that dimension as well, Sameh?
I believe that actually it's the easiest part actually of the process. If we are using AI right now, I think we can utilize it more and more, and also we can benefit from the time which we are doing some automation actually for the tasking regarding distribution of the tasks over the team according to their capabilities. If we have done and if we have written as well also the capabilities and skills of the team members in a good way. What I have seen up to now, actually, it's coming on the small team members size level. I'm not sure actually if we have gone with a construction project with more than 1,000 team member. Can we do that actually in the right way or no? This one needs some research and more study.
Yeah, we need to get on with that, because if there's benefits at the smaller level, you naturally think that there would be benefits at the bigger level. Now, obviously we've had a quite a round chat there about the types of use cases around AI. If I just sort of take a more negative view of around AI, what's the challenges? Because you were starting to touch on the challenges there. What's your concerns around AI?
Well, I have up to now I have many, and I hopefully it will go less and less in the future. But many perspectives are critical actually, and need more focus from the people who are working, and also who are the people who intend actually to apply and utilize AI. Starting by data and the data quality, it's one of the major challenge actually for the people who are going to apply. The ethical part actually, and the privacy of the data, what is the future and what we are going to do with it. And the most important aspect as well up to now for me, when we are going to change something in any organization, especially with the people who are working for the same system for maybe 10 years or 15 years or 20 years, and you are coming with some change, you will find some good resistance. Now you are disrupting the process at all, and you are telling them, yes, now we are in the era of AI, let's do something and let's to apply even some initial steps so we can utilize it. So the change management should be applied in a good manner so we can decrease the resistance of the people. So we are speaking about the data and data quality, the change management aspect. Actually, the management or the upper management can take care of. The ethical and data privacy it will be, and the intent actually to invest. The people actually who are going to apply the AI, they should bear in their mind that we have to invest something. We have to be behind this investment actually till we get some results.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting that I'll come back to some of the technical constraints you raised there, but it's really interesting you raised change management. The reason why I feel like there's an awareness starting to happen here about how will we embrace, and you know, from my perspective, this is almost a cultural shift. You know, you were talking about larger projects and how to embrace on a larger project. Well, you know, that's all about change management, and you know, yes. I definitely see this as something that's becoming, you know, recognized that we need to make sure we're doing that as well. So thank you for chiming on that. And you know, for me, change management should always be part of a project. But you know, is in there as well, you also mentioned data and security of data as well. Now, if you don't mind, in your particular region, I can imagine this might be a higher concern than others. And don't get me wrong, you know, I think everybody is concerned with data security.
Go ahead, don't worry. We will discuss it.
Yeah. So for you know, perhaps with a more regional hat on, how does that manifest itself from your perspective?
You know, actually, for me, it depends on the type of work itself. Even now, most of the data we are working on are not sensitive data or are not much critical. Some departments and for some type of work, like if we are speaking about construction company, maybe it will be more keen actually about tendering and estimation data, the basics of the design actually. So all of this data, if we expose those kind of data actually to the AI, I feel it when I'm using ChatGPT even, and ChatGPT 4. I'm feeling that from time to time, if someone has the access and the need to know what I'm thinking of every time, maybe he will find what Sameh Makky is doing and what he is thinking of, you know.
Yeah.
So it's some critical. So it depends a lot about the nature of the job and the type of data and the sensitivity of the data itself.
I know, and again, it's something quite close to my heart there, because I have those same feelings, and so do our clients actually, about the security of the data. And obviously we mentioned ChatGPTs. Other LLMs exist, people, but you know, the sensitivity. And I was having this conversation earlier today about, on the one hand, you could write some sort of change management. I don't know, never mention the name of your company or project when using ChatGPT, but there's risk there. You know, really, you need some sort of technical barriers. You know, like when you fill in a form on a website, it says drop down menu, select this. The same principle on prompts, as it were. You know, drop down menu, you can't say that. And I think, you know, these big technology companies need to get a bit sharper on this front to get over this thing, because I'm not sure they're there yet. I don't know whether you're more across that than me.
Lloyd, we are nearly 100% exposed while we are using the social media. While you are telling me now, maybe Sameh or Hussein or Lloyd now is going through ChatGPT and searching for something. Lloyd, he is known actually for whom he is working. Sameh as the same. About the entity itself and the organizations they are belonging to also are known. So all of this data actually خلاص out of hands. It's in others' hand actually, you know.
Yeah, well, that don't be scaring everybody, Sameh. You know, we need to
Yes,
solve this, and we need to solve it as we do as humans, which is in the right way or in a certain way, and I'm sure it will pan out. Now, if and I'm just going to go back to your example a second. If that mega project was thinking about embracing AI, in
Yes.
your view, how do they go about that, Sameh?
If I'm actually starting right now a new project and I would like to start implementing actually AI, I will go with the routine and the repetitive task, so the people actually in the management side can concentrate more on the decision making and strategic objectives of the project and of the organization itself. So I will go step by step regarding the reporting, for instance, especially the regular reporting for the daily and weekly and the monthly reports. I will go for the minutes of meeting and handling this one to facilitate the communication more actually between the project stakeholders regarding the inspection actually and the status of the work and of the material. If we are speaking about the construction fields, all of this one actually will save more time and effort from the team doing the repetitive tasks, and I will concentrate on the people on the more important part of the job.
Fantastic. So get on with some efficiency savings. Sameh, I'm going to wrap up now and just ask you one last question, if I may. If there was one takeaway that you wanted people to chime from our conversation today,
yes,
what would it be about AI in project management?
I will say to myself and to you and to the audience as well, the AI has a good potential. We have to invest time and the efforts actually to dig more in these tools, so we can benefit from it good. We can also, if we can say, let our life in the project management easier than now.
Fantastic. Sameh, thank you so much for your time today, sir. As I mentioned at the beginning before we started recording, I'm looking forward to seeing you in Saudi in a couple of weeks. Really,
Most
really
welcome.
my pleasure
and
to
thanks
come
a lot.
to
Thanks a lot once again. Thanks once again actually for having me today in this interesting topic and interesting discussion.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. I'm Lloyd Skinner. I'm the CEO of Greyfly.ai. Check out our website for our solutions and other interesting talks from global experts. Follow us on LinkedIn. Thank you so much for listening.